anything on YouTube. Your girl's been growing, learning. Life has been lifing, but it's never a complaint. It's always a learning experience, and I'm grateful to be able to even grasp the things in life that I've learned over these last couple of years. I think last summer was the last time I posted on YouTube. It's crazy because I've always been trying to find a direction in how I want to like move with this channel, and I think in the past I've kind of just been all over the place, but I think I kind of got it right now. I think I got it. So anyways, what have I been up to? Your girl's been really like, it's just been a lot of healing, a lot of truths being revealed to me about life, about the people in my life, about myself, about my mindset. It's been an awesome, very challenging but awesome journey so far. And I just want to encourage everybody out there who has been going through it. I just want you to know that this is what we're living for. We are living to become better. A lot of times you can never really tell when you're going through the fire that you're actually benefiting. Like, this is what life is made of, because we can't see when we're in the thick of things, you know? We cannot see when we're in the thick of things. And so I just want to remind everybody who is going through it, that's been going through it, to know that you're doing the best that you can, and you should be proud of yourself. One of the things that has really helped me over the past few years with keeping my mentals intact is really learning to make time for myself. That's very hard to do. I'm a single mother. I got 3 kids. I work 2 hours away from my house in a different city. I be all over the place. I really do. So when it comes to me being able to set time away from my everyday life, like, it's very important that I have that time set aside for myself. And I think that single parents in general, they just have a hard time with balancing their personal time with their family time. And that's something that we have to learn to normalize. We have to normalize having our own me time. And that's something I'm very passionate about, because it's crazy. Like, for y'all that are parents, y'all know, like, what is me time? You get off of work and you come back home and you hit the ground running, and you back at work. And don't have little kids. Man, don't have little kids. That's just everything. And then the mental capacity it takes for you to actually parent. Like, it takes a lot. And if you are constantly working, thinking, doing, like, where are you exerting all of that extra energy to? How are you releasing that? And most people my age and even younger, I'm just gonna say people in general, we turn to substance abuse to try to relax. And it's just like, but are you really relaxed? It's like a temporary fix. Because you smoking and you drinking, but everything that's going on in the mental is still there. It don't actually be releasing. It don't go nowhere. But moving your body, it's a different type of release. Let's talk about it. You know, moving your body is a different type of release, because every single thing that you do, every single thing that you think of is being held within your body, right? And if you're not moving your body, if you are not talking to people, releasing these thoughts in your mind, you're gonna drive yourself crazy. You're gonna stress yourself out. Check it out. Back in 2020, I had my second child, and I developed psoriasis on my hands. They were so bad. It was so bad. I developed psoriasis on my hands because I was so stressed out. I was going through it in my relationship. I had nobody to talk to. I had nobody. And my hands were so bad, I had open wounds on both of my hands, which eventually ended up spreading to my feet. in 2021. Okay, so that was 2020 when I had my second. In 2021, when I had my third son, I started developing it on my feet, on one of my feet, on one foot. And there was something within me that just wanted to start running. Now, I've not ran at this point in years, like literally years. I did CrossFit maybe like a year before I got pregnant with my second, and I ran then. But even then, I wasn't even really a runner. But my body was just like, for months, was just like, oh my God, I want to run. Tell me why within 3 days of running, my psoriasis completely cleared up. And that told me two things. It told me two things: that I was stressed out, or that the bulk of my stress came because I was not releasing. And that the second thing is that I held a lot of energy in my hands. For me to accumulate that much energy in my hands to develop psoriasis just for it to go away with running, dude, it felt so good. It felt so good. And so from that point on in 2021, my weight loss journey began. Now, don't get it twisted. I've had many weight loss journeys in my lifetime. So many. And as I've gotten older, I realized that I value each and every single one of them. And like most women, I wasn't always happy with my body. But it wasn't until I was pregnant with my last son that I became very happy with my body. You know, yes, I gained the weight. Yes, I was thick afterwards. But because I learned to appreciate my body, what it can do, what it had been through, you know, I think a lot of times we look at our body from just like a 3D perspective, like it's just this thing. But do you really appreciate a woman's body? Like, let's talk about it. Our bodies are so magical. We connected to both the spirit realm and the physical. So yeah, you might have this physical body here, but spiritually, I'm literally a walking portal. And so with understanding this, it took my relationship with my body to a completely different level. And I started working out seriously. I started running. I ran for months, dropped a lot of weight. But because I've always been an athlete and I've always had like some type of muscle tone, when I dropped down, I think that the lowest I got was like 163, and actually it was like 157 was the lowest that I got. And I took a picture of myself in the mirror, and then I went to go and put lotion on, and my butt cheeks were so saggy, like literally skin. And that was the start of my weightlifting journey. And this time it was gonna be different, because this time I wasn't just doing CrossFit to do competitive lifting. I wasn't just powerlifting. I wasn't just in the gym just doing whatever. Like, I actually have a goal. And this phase of my life is giving, baby, I'm a whole woman right now, okay? I'm a whole woman, and I'm gonna transform my body. I can't afford a Melmy makeover, but I can afford a gym, and I'm gonna work so hard for this body. And the progress over the last few years has been amazing. Not only did I learn to fall in love with my body, I learned to fall in love with myself. Battling postpartum depression was really one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. You know, I experienced 2 really hard relationships, and the learning experience that I received, like the knowledge and the wisdom I gained from going through the fire in these relationships, has really taught me so much about myself, so much about my worth, how much I'm worth. Ladies, we gotta do better. We have to start demanding the things that we know that we deserve, because we deal and experience with so much, you know. And especially as a mother, we give up so much of everything just so that way everybody else around us can be great, but nobody is putting into us the way that we need to be put into and invested into so we can be great. But the one thing I'm learning is that if you're not putting into yourself, nobody else is going to think that you deserve that. So you have to put into yourself. The first person who is going to love you the way that you need to be loved is you. We are the only ones who are going to love ourselves like that. And that starts by taking care of our body. That means taking care of our mental. That means taking time out of your day to put into yourself. The same time that you put into your day to watch TV and these reality shows, that's the same amount of time that you can be putting into yourself. The same amount of time it takes for you to scroll throughout the day, you could be putting into yourself. You know, I don't want to hear no excuses. I've been a big girl before. Okay? I've been she. I was her. But it all starts by making a choice. And if you're not making a choice, that's still you making a choice. Let's talk about it. It might not be comfortable, but we're going to talk about it, because at the end of the day, it's you who has to be accountable. And I think that this is such an opportunity, a great opportunity for me to share my journey, because I am a single mother. I do work full time. Hell, my whole summer is me working. I do have kids. I got 3 kids. You know, I got older kids. I have an older son who's going into high school, who is just as like active as I am, plays sports out of city or out of town and stuff. And I got 2 younger ones, like little kids. I work 2 hours away and I still make time for me, you know. And this is not to throw anything in anybody's face. It just goes to show that you make time for the things that you want. And if you want to be happy, happiness starts with self. Happiness starts with self. Happiness starts with you making a plan. Happiness starts with making a decision to start. So anywho, I really didn't want much. I wanted to check in with y'all because I really want to start posting a lot more, because over the last 5-6 years, really over the last 10 years, I've experienced so much transformation in my life. I've learned to really just embody and be comfortable in my own voice. And that's something that's hard to do, but I'm learning. And I'm learning because if I'm not that, then I'm not happy. And my story is something that is relatable to so many women, not even just women, but parents in general, single parents, people who have children, who even in a relationship that find it hard to make time for themselves. Like, I get you. I promise you I do. But I want you to know that you can do it. If I can do it, literally anybody can do it. Literally anybody can do it. So I hope all is well, and I will catch y'all on the flip side.